DC Collectibles has a Black Canary version coming out in the upcoming months. Yeah. That sounded bad, didn't it? Upcoming months.
Miss?
I tried to play by the rules, but no, they wouldn't let me go straight. Society is to blame. Back off, rich boy. I'm armed.
Welcome everyone to another episode of your friendly neighborhood J-Man's almost internet famous internet show. I am your host, your friendly neighborhood J-Man.
Ryder Rooney, give me some sugar, baby.
Yep, that's right. Today's show, we're talking about everyone's favorite crazy blonde. No, not my ex. I said everyone's favorite crazy blonde. I'm talking Dr. Harleen Frances Quinzel. Harley Quinn? The Joker's main squeeze? Harley? You didn't know that was her real name? Oh, yeah, that's better. We owe Harley Quinn's existence to Paul Dini and Bruce Timm, creators of one of the greatest incarnations of Batman ever, Batman the Animated Series. Harley's first appearance on the show, and the DC Universe for that matter, was on September 11th, 1992, in the episode called The Joker's Favor. Originally created as a throwaway character by series creator Paul Dini, Harley pulled a Juliana Margulies on the pilot episode of ER. She became so popular in one episode that she got herself a series-long stint. It took a whole nother year though before Harley made her first appearance in the comics. DC finally saw fit to bring her into the four-color world on September 1993 in the Batman Adventures issue number 12. And the rest, as they say, is history. Because shortly thereafter, Harley was officially inducted into Batman canon. And we all know how permanent canon is. As an aside, can I tell you how much it always drove me nuts when the bad guys called Batman the Batman. It's just Batman, okay? Over the years, Harley's appeared in all sorts of different costumes across all sorts of different media. She's been portrayed on television, cartoons, obviously, and most notably as of late, video games. You might recall her from such video games as Batman Arkham City and DC Universe Online. But Harley's been seen in video games as far back as The Adventures of Batman and Robin for Sega Genesis, and Super NES. Over the last few years though, Harley's character has become a bit aggressive. Her appearances in the Arkham games have turned her kinda dark.
Is this thing on? Oh, hiya, B-Man. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform? Pretty hot, huh? Oh, I got something to show you. 1 second, B-Man. Ta-da! I'm now subbing for the old man. Old Sharp has never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Tempting, Beth, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Well, technically the Joker's goons shipped in from Blackgate, but you get the idea. Bye-bye for now.
And when it comes to Harley, I much prefer the quirky, less evil version, like in Batman the Animated Series. For me, cute and crazy is good. Sadistic and evil? Not so much. My favorite version of Harley, though, has got to be this one. DC Collectibles Bombshell Harley Quinn. I know, right? It's awesome! What's the story behind this statue? Unfortunately, there isn't much to tell, other than what's on the press release. And that, in a nutshell, goes a little something like thus. DC Collectibles has been releasing a line of statues inspired by the pinups of the 1940s. The line's called, cleverly enough, the Bombshells. That wasn't a press release. I'm just fucking around. There is no story behind the statues other than they look like pinups from the 1940s. The first two statues released in a line were Wonder Woman and Supergirl, which look cool enough. I gotta admit though, I was real tempted on Supergirl. But then DC Collectibles announced this. And at that point, I knew my life was never gonna be the same. I say that a lot, don't I? And I probably haven't been the same since. But this time, I swear it's true, because take a look at this thing and judge for yourself. You gotta love DC Collectibles' attention to detail. Check out her hair, check out the goggles. You know, I gotta tell you something. I always feel like a bit of a creeper at this point of the show. It's like I'm examining the statues just a little too closely. Whatever. Check out the Joker card tucked in her stocking. And speaking of the Joker, the back of her bomber jacket, it has a very nice Joker graphic on it. The costume's awesome. The whole thing is just, and the graphic on it is pretty cool. I mean, really, they did a bang-up job on this thing. Check this shit out. She's even got a little Batman dongle, dog, hanging from her gun. Dongle. That's funny. My only complaint about her, it could just be me, but I swear she's winking out the wrong eye. Aesthetically speaking, as opposed to metaphorically speaking, I think Harley should be winking out her other eye. More importantly though, when are they gonna make an action figure based on this statue? Note, I said action figure, cause girls play with dolls, dudes do not. I reiterate, superhero figures are not dolls. As cool as this thing is, in the end, it's still a statue, and I need myself something a little more tactile. I love this statue so much that I even bought the shirt. Can you see my shirt? Can you see it? Look at it's my shirt. You like it? It's my shirt. DC Collectibles has a Black Canary version coming out in the upcoming months. And I'm telling you now, my life will totally be complete when I get my hands on that one. They did a bang-up job on this thing. I keep touching her ass. Is that wrong? You get the teeth of the hydra upon you. You dirty, sweet, and you, my girl. Get it on, bang a gong, get it on. Get it on, bang a gong.